Hey there, Cynthia. It's Jay here at Rorick Mazda. So I thought that this might be the most helpful, is just quickly making you a video here. Now, granted, this one here in front of me is a Preferred Plus trim level. In terms of premium, I don't have any premium on the ground, but the good news is since the premium to premium plus trim don't have a big significant difference, I figured in the video I can kind of help show you some of those differences here. Now, for the Preferred Plus, just kind of going over a few things. Now, wheel-wise, you are going to have these pretty big wheels. They're 19-inch, and they're kind of almost spider spoke, if you would. Now, features that you'll have will be everything from heated leather seats. You'll have things like rear sunshades for the back windows, tri-zone climate, so passenger, driver, as well as back seat. You'll have charging for all 3 rows of seating, so 6 chargers total. Power liftgate, you'll have your standard size sunroof, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, there's a wireless charger. In fact, the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are also wireless, and even connected services. So this is an app that you would download on your cell phone, and it will allow you to remote start the vehicle. You can lock or unlock the car from your cell phone. In fact, you can even check tire pressures and schedule service. Headlight-wise, they're going to be full LED, which are those like very bright blue lights you see in a lot of luxury vehicles. Yes, you'll get someone flash the lights at you just thinking you're that asshole with the high beams on all the time. It's just how bright the headlights are. And then you'll notice up here in the grille, these emblems are not real. And if anything, you'll also see the camera up on the windshield. So all of the safety features are standard on this vehicle. That's going to be everything from adaptive cruise control with stop and go. That simply means the vehicle can drive itself in stop and go traffic. You'll have your lane keeping assist. So if you're drifting, the vehicle can help steer you back in the lane. You'll have everything from all of your collision avoidance systems to where it will automatically stop the vehicle to stop you from hitting something, including pedestrian and cyclist detection. You'll have your backup camera with a cross alert. It means that if people are sort of moving or things are moving in the direction you want to back up, it will alert you. And then you also have the same thing for the front that is called front cross traffic alert. Another option that you'll have is the HUD or head-up display. So there's a projection screen up there on top of the dash that will actually project a bunch of information up onto the windshield as you're driving. That will include how fast you're driving, speed limits, stop signs, even down to like navigation directions. Obviously, if you're using anything like Waze, Apple Maps, Google Maps, and so forth, all again project up into the windshield. So everything I just mentioned is a Preferred Plus. And if we go right over here to this vehicle, now granted this one is the Artisan Red. It might not be as bright as Soul Red Crystal. In fact, not nearly as bright as Soul Red Crystal. In fact, you can easily point out the Soul Red vehicles here just by kind of like looking at that CX-5. It absolutely sticks out. The Artisan is a little bit darker, but just kind of going over some differences here. Most of the differences are going to lie on interior amenities. So you are correct that while both of these vehicles have an 8-way driver's seat and a 4-way passenger seat, the premium trim will have an 8-way power driver's seat, so same thing, but add the 2-way memory, and then a 6-way power passenger seat, oddly enough. But you'll also pick up the Bose stereo, same amount of speakers in Preferred Plus to Premium. The difference is the system in the Preferred Plus is Pioneer. The system in the Premium is the Bose 3D. Is there a big significant quality difference between the two? I'm not big of an audiophile enough to really notice it. The one thing that I can say about Bose is I just think the clarity is a little bit clearer is all. A couple other differences would come down to the sunroof. So if we go over here and look at the Preferred Plus, you'll see that you're going to have your standard size sunroof right up there. And if we go over here and look at Premium, you'll see that the sunroof actually goes to the back seat. So you have that panoramic lookout. In fact, you can kind of even see those 2 panes just through that glass. Sadly, another sales associate had to borrow my key box, which allows us to drop the key down from these things, so I can't show the interior, unfortunately. So again, Bose system is a difference. The memory seats are a difference. That sunroof is a difference. And then another thing is if we look at a Preferred Plus, you'll see regular old bumper here, but if we look over at this Premium, you're gonna see a little dimple there, a little dimple there, a little dimple there and there. So you add front and rear parking sensors. So then as you're backing up or as you're pulling up to something, you have sort of that audible beep that kind of goes like beep, 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 basically alerting you, okay, how close you're getting to something. But surprisingly, those are going to be your main differences from Preferred Plus to Premium. There is 2 other very, very minor differences, but as opposed to making you a 10-minute long movie of just kind of going over a few things, I figured I'd just point those out. However, one thing that I did forget to point out, again, is the wheels. So these are going to be your standard wheels, 19-inch on Preferred Plus. These are going to be your 21-inch wheels on Premium, which are a black and a silver finish, as opposed to Preferred Plus, which is going to be just silver. So I'll kind of zoom out there, so that way you can see the 2 different wheels. But I hope this helps. I always appreciate the opportunity, and I'm always here to help if I can, and hopefully you're enjoying your weekend. Thank you again.